I would say Jalen Suggs is the guy for me, like a point guard, but able to play point guard and shooting guard. 6'4" with 6'5" wingspan, or weighs about 200 pounds. And honestly, he's just all around great. And I think one of the best picks to just be a good pro in this draft. He's just a very safe pick. He's a guy that's got really great basketball IQ, always tries really hard on every play. He's good on both ends of the floor. He's really a five-star talent, and he's athletic. Jalen Suggs does everything you'd want. He's got a good jumper. He's got a good range. He's got, he's a smart playmaker, can work in the pick and roll. Like, he's good from the point of attack defending. I mean, there's really nothing he can't do. That would be Jalen Green. I do consider him a guard. Some would consider him a wing, but I haven't grouped in the guards here. I think he's like more of a pure two than anything, but to have him as a little fit to have as a wing overall. And I just don't think he's good enough defensively. I think he's closer to like a Jalen Brown or a Zach LaVine type guy. But yeah, Jalen Green. I do have my criticisms with Jalen in the sense that I just don't think he's very defensively aware, nor is his IQ there. And that's the biggest concern. But on offense, he's real fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. Dude jumps out the gym, super athletic, can create his own shot really, really well. The handle looks pretty decent. And yeah, I think Jalen Green's a ton of fun to watch. We've all seen him in the G League Ignite program at this point. But I just have more concerns with his awareness, especially on the defensive end. Yeah, Jaden Springer's pretty great. He's just a straight up scorer. He's a bucket. He can get it done from three levels. He's really, really good from three, especially for a rookie. He's been really impressive this year. He's been one of those guys that popped out a bit more than I thought he would. You're looking at a guy who's shooting 46% on almost 2 threes per game as a freshman. This guy has been top 3 on some people's boards I've seen. One of the youngest guys in this draft, and just like really lighting it up. I mean, his splits are better to some people, more impressive than Suggs are. He's just not quite the playmaker Suggs is, but I do think that Springer, he's a guy that could make a big impact in this draft and be a huge steal just because of how many good players there are, truth be told. He's just really good at getting his own shot.
46% from the three-pointer.
Yeah, and 80% from the line. So he is, a guy that you think can immediately shoot from day one coming into the NBA. I mean, Sharife Cooper is the smallest guard we'll talk about here. He's 6 foot tall, 165, short guy. But he's the guy that's kind of got the heart of a lion. He's short, but he's got the heart of a lion. He's really crafty. He's a really good playmaker, great vision, just a lot of energy. Plays with his heart, man. Every night just puts his heart out there.
He's from Newark, right? He's from Newark. Another.
I believe so. And he may be challenging because of his size to run him in general, but we'll see how he translates. I mean, he isn't the best defender already, but I mean, he doesn't really have an outside shot. I'll be honest with you. I think he's a little bit more comparable to not necessarily the type of player, but the mold. We see guys like Ja Morant come into the league where he's like a very explosive, smaller guard, not good on defense at all, like Ja. No, real concern on the outside shot, but just very energetic and makes your team atmosphere completely change when he's on the floor, just in the way that he plays. I have James Bouknight from UConn. He's a Brooklyn man, so you'll probably be a fan. But truth be told, I do have some real concerns about him as a prospect, and I will say that Jared Butler's right on his heels as far as my, some people would consider him a wing, but I would say he's more of a guard. He's a guy that, I do have a few defensive concerns, but, people say he's the best offensive talent in the draft, but I largely disagree. I think when he has a few guys on him, like double teamed, or if he has 3 guys on him, he really panics and he does not make the right play out of it a lot of the time. He's a guy that looks really uncomfortable shooting under pressure for a quote big time shot maker. That's not necessarily what you want to see. He also just doesn't have the greatest size. He's 6'5", sorry, and he's at 190 pounds. I don't know. The comparison he got a lot was, again, Zach LaVine. But if you're going to want to take a Zach LaVine type guy, I feel like Jalen Green's the better option.